Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Dave from the Grave in the building.
Blur, blur, blur.
Where the origin of your ad? We gotta talk about your ad-libs first, bro. Cause I was just asking you about if you found this cameraman and you were like, oh, I haven't gotten to check all the people that they sent me out yet because I've been blurring.
On Grave. Blur.
Where'd these ad-libs come from? What's the?
That's really just like the way I talk. You know what I'm saying? So like, when I say I'm still blurring, it's like I'm still.
Blurring has multiple definitions.
It definitely got multiple blurs. For sure. For sure.
What are the other blurs that Blur got?
Like, other blurs I got is like, like women can be blurs.
Women could be blurs too.
On Grave, for sure.
Okay.
Women are definitely blurs. You could have like on some good gas. You know what I'm saying? Like some trees.
That's some blur?
You got some blur, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
You mean with a little cup of some shit, what you sipping on like that right there, you sipping a little blur right now.
So you could just use it for literally anything.
Grave.
On anything. And then On Grave came with the...
Yeah, that just came with the blur.
Just came with the blur.
On Grave. Yeah, that came with the blur for sure.
Is it now? It's just like a reflex for you, right?
Yeah, that shit just the way I talk. Like I say blur. Boy, how many times you think I say blur a day?
He look like he tired. Yeah. He look like he tired of you saying that shit too.
Niggas, but hey, when they be using it on me sometimes, I be confused as hell. Like it'll be like, yeah, something with the blur. I'm like, what you talking about? Nigga, I'm like, damn, that's how they be feeling when I be saying it. I just be talking about the blur, and they don't really sometimes.
And they don't know what the blur is referring to.
Exactly. Because the blur could be anything.
How long ago did you start just incorporating this completely into your vocabulary?
Like as soon as I started blurring, you know what I'm saying? So like on Grave, like motherfucking 3 years ago type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like three years ago.
So you've been dealing with this for 3 years. Context clues are very important.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. The context clue is very important though. That's important in life, period. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out for the context clues.
But also, it's kind of like in a way, you also have like your own type of like code too.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because like he's like you gotta figure out what you're saying.
Yeah, because you can know that blur mean anything, and I can still tell him like, hey, you got that blur, and you still don't know what I'm talking about.
Right. Like if like hypothetically you're just like walking down the street, right, and like a cop car drives by, and you're just saying blur. They don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
They don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
They be like blur. They be like, what the fuck is he saying?
I'm talking about that drip, that blur. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking about that blur.
So it's worked out for you in the long run, anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
How you been, bro?
I'm good, bro. How you been?
I'm great. You drove all the way up here from Florida. First of all,
skirt blur.
Thank you for coming up here.
Appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. I fuck with New York, man.
Orlando, Florida originally.
And
the islands.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your home island?
Totola.
Totola.
Yeah, that's a small island in the British Virgin Islands. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know about like St. Thomas. You know what I'm saying? They know about St. Thomas, but we like a 45-minute boat ride across the water. You know what I'm saying? You come to my little island. You feel where we be vibing at.
So when you travel from there, from Orlando to there, you fly there?
Yeah, I fly to St. Thomas, and then I take the boat down to
Got you. And you about to do a show. Well, I mean, maybe by the time this out.
Yeah. We about to do a show. You know what I'm saying? On the 17th at the strip club on my island called Deuces. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
What's the name of the strip club?
Deuces.
Shout out Deuces.
Yeah,
man.
we got strip club out there too. You know what I'm saying? Got blurs out there too, for sure.
I've never been to the Virgin Islands. What's the culture? What's like the culture like out there? Like what is it? What is it like out there?
It's real like organic, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like everything just real natural, like a natural beauty type shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as like everything from like the landscape to everything, like you know what I'm saying, the people, everything. I love that shit. The vibe is peaceful, bro. It's like a resort. You know what I'm saying? I'm from there, and I went there, and I'm like, this shit like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a resort, cause you get there and this shit nice. You feel me?
I think being able to say like where you live is where you're from is like a resort is like a leisure that not many people in this world have.
Facts. That's facts.
I mean, imagine I just walked around me like, yo, New York is like a fucking resort. I sound fucking crazy. I sound psychotic.
It's a concrete jungle where dreams made of, bro.
It's not no fucking resort, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Second I get in traffic, I'm like, nah, this ain't
no resort though.
Definitely no resort. So you spent how much of your life did you spend out there? Because I read somewhere that you spent some time.
Like pretty much half type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely went to school a couple times. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely spent about half. I've been spending like my latest years here though. You feel me? But
In Orlando.
mhm.
So you did school out there, then you came when you were old enough. You came out here, or
So it was like a back and forth. Like I was born in Orlando, then I went there when I was like 3. You know what I'm saying? Stayed there till I was like maybe 7. You know, like that type of shit. Went
yeah,
back
back
there
and
like
forth.
11. Whoop, whoop, blur skirt. Left at like 15. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the way, and I just been out here since I've been 45.
Were you always? Oh yeah. So the 45? Explain to me the significance of the 45. That's your age. You 45. All the time.
All the time. Like my blur day coming up in November. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 45.
How old did you turn last year? 45.
Man. 45. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start asking. Yo, when did the 45 come about?
Shit.
See, yo, you got your team well trained.
Oh, great.
He said 45 years ago.
On grade though. On grade. Yeah, man. That's the biggest 4-5 right there, man. CEO Crook in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. If you know about the blur, you definitely know about CEO Crook, man. That boy, a big part of this shit. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
So we got the blur, right? The on grave,
Grave.
the 45.
Mm-hmm.
That's your age. Pretty good.
That's my favorite number too, for sure.
You doing pretty well for 45 years old.
Yeah, for 45 years old, I'm definitely, because I look at everybody else in my age group and I'm like, you know, doing pretty well for myself.
You don't got a single gray hair.
Yeah, I know. I realize that. I've been working on that actually.
How long you been taking like this seriously though? Since you was 5 years old?
He says, nah, not since I was 5
You
years
said
old.
40 years.
Nah, I said 4. I said
Oh, you said
4.
four. I thought you said 40.
I said like 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, like 4 years. You know what I'm
It's cool because like I feel like I wasn't as hip to like the Orlando music scene, but like during the pandemic, like I got really in tune. Cause that's why like when you hit me, I was like, oh, I've heard your music, I've heard of you. I knew Cudham Reese at the time too, cause like I had done like some Zoom stuff with Cudham.
Okay.
So like I didn't know too much about the hip hop scene out there, but it's really dope what y'all got out in Orlando.
Yeah, facts. Orlando booming right now, like, and it's just like everybody seeing people blowing up, so everybody like, damn, we could really make it out of there. There's a lot of talent there and everywhere, you feel me? But like most of the time it just be folks don't really think they can make it out, so they don't take it serious. Like even me, like when I started taking it serious for real, it's because I seen like niggas like Glock 9 and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've been doing it, like, you know, I've been like, I'm trying to rap and shit, but I thought I was taking it serious until I seen motherfuckers really making it out, and I was like, really, really get serious in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And go dumb. That type of shit.
Right, because I feel like, you know, with the conversation that I've had with like other Orlando rappers, everybody's like, oh, like, you know, people don't think they can make it out of here. People think Orlando's just Disney and all the resorts and shit like that. But
Yeah, that's
like,
just commercials and shit. Like motherfuckers looking at Orlando through advertisements. You feel me? That they seen on TV and the internet. Like,
yeah,
that's not. You feel me? That's like it's shit going down everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like New York, for example. Like you think of New York, you think in business and shit. You feel me? But it's shit going down. We looking at outside. You ain't really knowing what's going on inside.
Until you drive around and shit like that, you really start to see it.
Yeah, you get to really see what's going on.
And Orlando's also still a beautiful city, and like the culture there is great, like the downtown culture and all that stuff.
Yeah,
like
downtown
that. Like,
lit. Like you can go to downtown down there any night and that bitch swole. Especially the weekends, of course. But then any night you go out downtown, that bitch swole every weekend.
And it's so interesting. It's like there's like every type of person is on the same strip. Every type of person. Every type of person.
I can't even exaggerate that no more than what you just said. You got every single type of person. Like it's crazy. It's the biggest. Like you go out there and network crazy.
When I try to explain to like my friends, is like, cause I go to Orlando sometimes because I got a lot of friends and family down there, and I try to explain to them like the strip. They're like, "What do you mean? Like you could go to like a country bar and there also be like a Spanish club, but then there also be a hip hop spot, like all in the same, like
facts.
right across the street from each other." They're like,
facts.
that don't sound real. I'm like, nah, everything's on like one block.
One block, yeah, that shit crazy. It's one long ass stretch. You just go down that bit with a couple of little outskirts on it, but yeah, it's like downtown lit, man.
That's what I like about it, though. It's like all in one place. Like, if whatever you feel like doing, whatever your peoples feel like doing. Shit, you and I may have even been in the same spot at some point.
Yeah, facts. Especially if you were downtown, what? You be out there with motherfucking, out that bit with motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
DJ Pro Style DJs a lot of clubs down there, and when I'm down there, I'll go to the club with him.
Which club you? Which club?
I'm trying to remember what the club.
Probably Beecham.
Might be. Is Beecham? What's the other one?
Tier.
I think it was Tier. I think Tier. The one that has the upstairs.
Yeah,
Has
Tier.
the upstairs like kind of balcony shit. That's Tier?
Yeah, it's Tier.
Yep. I was back. I was at Tier back in January.
Okay, bet.
I was back at dope. My first time there.
Facts, yeah. Downtown lit. And then it's like you got downtown and it's still hella shit to do outside downtown.
Hella shit.
Clubs and shit, so all that.
Y'all got some good food too. But getting away from that, like, do you feel like, cause it's interesting, cause like I guess from the outside looking in, like you see the other Florida music scenes popping off, right? Do you feel like Orlando's underrated in that sense? Cause obviously you know people talk about Jacksonville, Miami. How do you feel? Like, what's your stance on?
You see if I feel like Orlando underrated in that sense? Nah, I don't feel like that. Cause just like 6 months ago, nigga, or they were saying Orlando was like the hottest out of all the, you know what I'm saying? And you had like other folks getting counted out, you know what I'm saying? But it's competition, but it really ain't no competition. We all Florida, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
Right.
So yeah, that's really what it is on Grave.
Right, like we also had another Florida artist here right before you, and it was all love.
Facts for sure. All love. You already know my boy Boston Richard pulled up in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Florida boys in Brooklyn, man, hanging out for sure.
You also had a project called Florida Man, right? And it's funny because, you know, people always talk about Florida Man.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Florida Man.
Hashtag
Florida Man.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you wanted to do this project, that project, name it that too?
Yeah, that for sure, because it's like, you know, niggas be on that Florida Man shit. Like, that shit real. You know what I'm saying?
I've never really seen, like, an instance of, like, a hashtag Florida Man thing, right? Of, like, a moment. But I know that they exist, though.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely exist on Grave. We do Florida Man shit all the time. We out here doing Florida Man shit. You know what I'm saying?
You out here doing Florida Man shit.
On Grave.
I don't know if that's a good thing, bro.
See, you know, and then, you know, Florida.
he said, like, I don't need to turn on the news tomorrow morning and be like, hashtag Florida Man, and it's you.
Or Florida Man blurring through New York.
Florida Man blurring through New York as we speak.
On Grave.
But I like how creative you are with your projects.
Facts.
Because, like, even with the Chris, I wrote down specifically, talk to him about Dissembler.
On Grave. Dissembler.
Yeah,
man, that shit was fun to make.
Y'all laughing, it's fire.
That shit hard for sure.
That shit hard.
That's like the hardest Christmas
like,
carol.
Hold on, I gotta play the first record off that shit. Like, Dissembler, like, I want to get copyrighted, but like, but like that shit hard.
Facts.
That shit hard. Cause like it's funny, cause I think about like all the other I have like a hip hop Christmas playlist, and I think about like the other like the Gucci's, Fetty Wap had a Christmas song ways back. So whenever I see like a hip hop artist make like a Christmas themed project, I'm like, oh nah, this is about to be some shit.
That about to be colder for sure. On Grave.
Who made that beat? Like, did someone just hit you?
My boy Brisk, he definitely 45. You know?
He's 45 too.
Believe into that.
What was
from Orlando and shit?
I was gonna say, what was the idea? What was the thought process behind wanting to make like? How did you get the beat first? Did you like be like, oh, I want to make a Christmas
album? I got
the
beat first, cause Brisk was like, he just be sending me shit sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And like he had sent that beat. He sent it to Crook actually. You feel me? Yeah, he said it like 2 days before Christmas type shit. And Crooks heard that bit. And he said, nah, Dave gonna go duffel bag on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So then he let me hear it. And I'm laughing. I'm like, bro, this shit is a Christmas beat. Cause like this shit funny. But it's like at the same time, that bitch souped up, trapped out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bitch, that bitch gonna be legendary. So we had linked up in the Yo the next day. You know what I'm saying? And just lay that bit down. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire. Yeah, because you're pretty consistent with like your projects too. Like you dropped 2 this year, obviously Dissembler, 50 Shades of Grave. Last year you had a couple projects too, October, The Resurrection. You know what I'm saying?
So
I appreciate an artist who is as consistent as you.
Facts, bro.
Because you stay in front of people's faces a lot.
Yeah, that shit ain't easy either, boy.
Why isn't it easy for you?
Because like, you know, naturally I'm kind of like, I don't like to be in the limelight too much sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I got my times where I like to turn up. I'm a Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? Them folks that believe in horoscopes and shit, they all know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know, I don't be on all that extra shit sometimes. But I like making music though, you know what I'm saying? For sure, I love that shit. So as far as creating the shit, that shit is nothing. You feel me? That shit is like, I you know what I'm saying? I do this shit every day, but that's all it is for real.
But you a rapper, so you kind of have to like be in that limelight with a lot of shit too.
I ain't got no choice. Plus, it's like I said, it's really what I wanted. It's just when it's like, you know, how you want something and then you get it, and you be like, oh shit, this shit blurry. You know what I'm saying?
This shit blurry.
Grave, like shit be a lot. You know what I'm saying? But nah, though, it's all good though. I love it. It's just crazy because like, bro, like real shit. Like for example, like imagine like you coming out your front door and it's like motherfuckers outside like, oh shit, Dave from the grave. You know what I'm saying? Like kids and shit right there. And it's like, bitch, you know, you gotta watch your surroundings, bro, cause folks are talking shit. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Was
You
that
know?
like a lesson that you had to learn on the come up?
Hell yeah. Like, bitch,
You
you
woke.
can't
Oh,
just
his
be
phone is flashing,
on
flashing.
grave. I'm about to send this my dog right real quick. All right, shit.
Super blur. He gonna have to wait outside. I'm gonna figure out how to incorporate blur into my vocab. He said it's really easy.
Yeah, that shit easy, bro.
But what I was gonna say was, damn, I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say was like, is this like you telling me about the kids being outside? That's something that actually happened to you early on?
Hell yeah, yeah. And that shit, but that shit was just normal. But it's like it'll be regular people too. Like you walk outside and it's like I'm talking about like standing like. So for example, I had to move out like the hood. You get what I'm saying?
At some point, obviously, yeah,
Yeah, of course. You feel me? But it's like you can't. That's what I'm saying. Like shit like that. So it's like, man, motherfucker, everywhere you go, you know what I'm saying? People want pictures, etc.
But
Definitely gotta watch out for your security and shit.
right, we got security in the building too.
Grave me too.
But I feel like that's also why you talked to me about like going back to the Virgin Islands. I feel like that's like your.
Yeah, that's my hometown.
That's like your.
Home.
Or do you feel like tents like that there too, or do like people like come up to you out there also?
Hell yeah,
or?
they come up out there also. It's love, you know what I'm saying? It's love, but it's like, you know, nigga, in real life, even if you're not a celebrity, you can't just be letting motherfuckers just. You still gotta watch motherfuckers that just coming up and shit. You know what I'm saying? For real deal. Great.
Do you ever think about taking a step back?
Not like a real step back. You feel me? I probably like I you know what I'm saying? Chill for a little minute. You feel me? But not like no crazy real step back. Especially not now. But I ain't even really get started yet. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I feel like you like heating up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Definitely time to go harder.
Cause like you've already been. I'm not gonna ask you about this because like you've already spoken about like the past label deal or whatever that was offered to you. I think more what I wanted to like I guess ask you as things heat up. Do you ever feel like that might be like something that you want to do in the future, or do you feel like this path that you're on right now, we're not having like a big deal like that is kind of like working and you'd rather just kind of stick with that?
It's definitely working for sure. Like great, you know what I'm saying?
Well, obviously,
but yeah, facts. I definitely would definitely do something with a label like on a partnership. You feel me? We could do a partnership and it makes sense and shit. But yeah, that's really what it is. The independent shit, cool though. I love it. Like I definitely don't regret not signing. You feel me? Because everybody I know that signed ain't too happy with that shit. You feel me? For the most part, at least. You got certain people, like super certain people, that's like because they got good people.
Market side, yeah.
You feel me? But for the most part, they like, man, these folks don't even give a damn.
I think it's also like. I feel like when it comes to like younger artists, especially in this generation, like everybody just wants to drop so much, right?
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad. I don't think that that's a bad thing at all. I think like if that's what your fans like, you should do that. But like when you're with like a label, there's like a more meticulous process to like dropping.
Yeah, you can't just drop everything. Got to be packaged up a certain way and at a certain time. A lot more blurry. Like I know niggas that can't even drop for, like Lily can't drop until the label say.
Right. With that package stuff isn't bad either. There's like obviously space for both, but I think it's just tough because it's like I don't know. I feel like our generation that we're in right now, and even like coming from like a couple years ago to now, and even like when I look at Florida as a whole, like I think you could look at like Kodak and Kodak like drops a lot, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he drops whenever he also wants to, and he's with a label, so he's lucky. But like that's the type of like people just want to drop like that. And I think that sometimes, like, when you could get with a label, like, at first they might not understand that, like, that's what your fans are used to at the same time, too. Which I feel like that's kind of, like, your position also. It's like, you know, you're putting out 2, 3, 4 projects a year, if that's your goal. And, like, you know, something like that might stop you from putting out, you know, a December.
And an October.
Another October, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? For sure.
And a November. You got to have a Thanksgiving, like, type of...
Yeah, got to have a November coming soon. Sooner than you think.
Are you planning on dropping another project this year?
Yeah, I got a project I plan on dropping this year. It's not November though, but I do got a project. I'm thinking of releasing Gravetoven on their ass. Gravetoven is a project. I think this was like my first project. I want to say that I was gonna drop. No, it's the second one. This is the second project I was gonna drop, but I ended up holding it because we was about to sign a deal.
That was at that point, yeah.
Yeah, at that point, I was like, man, these songs so damn legendary that. I'm about to sign, I might as well hold them, sign with these folks, and they gonna put the blur in it so that I could really go crazy. Cause I had crazy idea for that shit. But shit ain't really end up working out. You know what I'm saying? Folks couldn't come to an agreement and shit. So it was like, so I just was kind of like sitting on it. You know what I'm saying? I released a couple songs as they get like a couple ones. You feel me?
Get the hype going.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, for sure. But overall though, man, you know, I just had to revamp and Gravetoven.
Gravetoven. That's the next
Gravetoven.
one. It's over Beethoven type beats.
Over Gravetoven type beats. I can't even say it's over Beethoven type beats, but it's definitely Beethoven inspired though.
Definitely Beethoven inspired. I like the I don't know who does your art for the album covers, but they're fire.
Shout out Label Boy, man.
Label Boy.
He big 4-5 as well. You know what I'm saying? Big STN.
Also
you know
4-5
is on Grave. Shout out to my boy.
Because I already kind of. Do you have the Gravetoven art? Do you have it already?
The Gravetoven art? Nah, I don't have it yet.
Okay. I already kind of have an idea of it in my head. Just like,
yeah, you do?
Yeah, like if I look at like this.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta have a shorty in there, right?
Yeah, I always got a blur in that motherfucker.
You always gotta have a blur in that bitch, right?
You already know.
So I see you with like the piano, girl sitting on the side.
For sure.
I don't know what the background is, but you gotta have some I don't know.
Blurs in
the blurs in the back, yeah.
Fast learner. I fought with you. For
you know what I'm saying?
On Grave.
On Grave.
Grave.
But I feel like it's also like, I don't know. I feel like also Halloween is kind of like, you should start owning that season too.
Yeah, definitely.
That's just some shit I like from me sitting here talking to you. I'm like, yo, honestly, if he does like a Halloween album with some Halloween type, you know, beats, that shit would go crazy.
Yeah, for sure. I'm digging it.
I can promise you I'll be bumping that shit.
Yeah, that's real. I dig it for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go duffel bag on them bitches.
So we got Gravetoven this year.
Gravetoven.
What else you working on?
Besides Gravetoven?
Yeah.
Really just getting rid of all this old music I got. I got a lot of music I was sitting on, so I'm just like pumping out shit. So I'm dropping like damn near like at least 6 songs every 2 weeks getting dropped right now. I'm just pushing shit out, you know what I'm saying? So that I could get ready to drop this real deal Dave from the Grave super trap music, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I want to see you do more records with other people, bro.
Yeah, I know. It'd be a lot of politics and shit.
Well, yeah, especially with labels.
It'd be you feel me, and it'd be like big. Besides that, it's like I don't really be liking motherfuckers.
Right, because like when I look at like even like some people who fuck with you, like obviously my brother Digga D.
Yeah, for sure.
He fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. PGF Nuck. Dougie on the beat. I love Dougie's beats. Espero, Fredo. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
I'm out to link with Sparrow while I'm out here.
You're gonna link with him?
No cap.
Tell my boy I said what's up.
On Grave.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, look, you have like all these like Zoe Dallas too. Like you have all these incredible people who I feel like support you. And I'm like, yo, I would love to see you get up, not with everybody, but like.
I know what you're saying though, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely no cap though. I definitely put that on my to-do list. Like I literally did this shit like a couple weeks ago. On my to-do list, bro, I gotta start fucking with who fuck with me for real. Cause I'm so antisocial. And it's like, I feel like people be feeling like I don't fuck with them, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what it be. But you know, but it's like I be showing love and shit, but it's like I ain't the best at it. You get what I'm saying? So now, you know, I try to do my little thing and shit, let people know I appreciate them and shit. But yeah, bro, I just gotta tap in with folks and shit, cause like I know a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people know about me and shit, but I just be doing my own thing with my own guys and shit.
Which isn't wrong. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing bad about that.
Yo, shout out Zoe Dollar, shout out Dougie, shout out Nook, shout out
Digga.
You know what I'm saying? All them folks is love. You already know for sure on Grave. So,
I know, like
yeah,
even
I'm gonna get up with them for sure.
I was about to say the UK shit alone is like.
Yeah, that gonna be major. Like soon as me and Pan link up on a tune, that fuck gonna be dumb. Man got switch the accent immediately. Check what he's saying. On Grave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would love to see you and Digga do some shit. Just cause I feel like, you know, like I said, like I just want to see you, you know. Yeah. I understand the being antisocial because I be like that sometimes, but like I be having to force myself to just kind of be like, all right, go shake some people's hands.
Yeah, you got to, man. You got to. Like, that's how life work, bro. If you don't do that, you don't even really exist for real.
Right. You got to go put in like the footwork to get
you got to put in the footwork. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's why I made bro, I came out here to fuck with you, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I got people out here and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I like, man, let me network. Because, bro, like I said, it was on my to-do list. He told me, tap in. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on. Like, yeah, everything blurry, for sure. And we out here, bro. Came tattoo on my dog, you know what I'm saying?
Everything blurring, we here.
Great.
Well, look, man, I appreciate you being here. Please network while you're out here. Go meet some people. Go hang out with S. You know what I'm saying? Go kick it. Go work on some music. Go link with some producers. You know, have a good time while you're out here.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Gotta blur.
Gotta blur. Well, while we're still here, let the people know where they can follow you at. Anything else you want to let them know? Now's the time to do it. This camera right here.
Hey, man, you can find me on Instagram, DaveFromTheGrave, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, DaveFromTheGrave, all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out STN45, man. We in the building. We out here putting in footwork, man. We trying to network, tap in on Grave. I be out here in New York a lot, for real, too. I be out here like a couple times a year. So, you know, we out here, man. We tapping in. Florida boys in Brooklyn. Do it.
Florida boys in Brooklyn, Dave from the Grave. Till next time, make sure you go follow him, go show him some love, go run up that freestyle. Love and support is free, but y'all already knew that. Till next time, on the radar, my brother, on Grave. Boom.
Blur.
Gotta have some blurs in the back.
Grave.